I'm Yank. I'm the sculptor for the Junction Place new bridge project here on Goose Creek in Boulder, Colorado. I competed for a 1% for the arts here for the city of Boulder and won this competition. I've been working with the city task force on the design for the bridge and this plaza area and the artwork as a collaborative effort for the last 3 years. We started, I guess I won the award in 2012, and we are finally here today installing the pieces. How it goes for public art, you don't get to choose the weather or the timing. I had these pieces done a year ago and they've been in storage here in Boulder, and the project caught up with them, and this was the time to install. And so Boulder's been getting a lot of rain, so we've been dealing with mud, gray days, a cold, laryngitis, and we're still here pulling it off, and it's pretty exciting. The one thing I'd like to mention about this project is the real collaborative effort from the city and all of the people, the architects, the landscape designers, all the designers for the project. We worked together from my initial competition design. And as we collaborated, because they got to know me as an artist more and my strengths, and so that's when we decided to actually have the pieces become three-dimensional and not be in the form liner as concrete, but have them raised off of the walls as actual sculptures, and then have them kind of catapulting out into the landscape. The project itself really wanted to connect with a more transit theme. The neat thing is these become almost like gear-like shapes, and they tumble and they roll and they reflect things like bicycle spokes. So those things are in this as well. And then on the wall pieces, so they start on the one end and they bunch up as they go, with like a current along the wall, and they're to look like they're catapulting out into the landscape. So the project's title is called Current, and it's reflecting this current of Goose Creek, which is one of the most important aspects to the public in Boulder are the creeks here. They're beautiful creeks that run through all of the city. I came up with the idea to galvanize these because I wanted to vary my color range from rust and silver to black or brown, rich colors like that. So I'm going to have to get that piece of sandpaper really quick. When the crew moved these so many times, all the strapping and the equipment they use will scratch places, and it's just breaking the patina, but the galvanizing is suffused with this. When you galvanize steel, it is heated to the same temperature as the molten galvanizing, so your metal fuses, so it actually becomes part of the steel surface. So that steel surface is not scratched away, it's just a patina. So if I agitate it with the sandpaper and blend it, then the patina will take easier. Some more? A lot of just fixing from the industrial conditions that the pieces had to go through to get here, and they were very careful with the pieces, but you can almost not make some mars and scratches. They put blankets around them and all, but so this is typical to have some issues with the work after it's been shipped. But see, it's coming a long way, just that little bit of work I did, you know. And some of that oxidation will happen on the pieces as they weather, like anywhere that moisture will collect, like in the back here. In this area of snow catches there, you'll get a little oxidation. I think it will give it a little history, and it will really anchor it into its environment more. And one of the things that I am excited about is over the years, being here in Boulder, they will sit in snow, and the snow will melt at different rates. And so I'll get a little bit of that white oxidation on the bottom areas of the sculpture, and it'll change and make like a layering that will mimic the sense of the water of the creek. All of these pieces, this is a unique project to my knowledge in public art. I don't know of anyone else doing galvanized fabricated steel sculpture. I know people have done projects with sculpture and galvanizing, but I haven't seen any large public art 1% yet. I feel that the project has risen to this level that it's going to get international or at least national recognition because of our collaborative efforts to really grow it with the design of the bridge. This bridge has this very circular elements to it, in these huge beautiful girders and these round overlooks. Everything about the design the architect did for the project spoke about my work. We connected immediately, and the collaboration obviously is seen in the final project. I started working with XO shapes back in 2005, 2006. I did a large show in Chelsea, New York, right after 9/11, and I did these pieces as an embrace for the New York public that had to endure such a horrific act. And so that's when I started it, and since then it's been 10 years, and I've kind of become obsessed with the symbol as a global theme for all of us to embrace, that we all have to start working together and put our own goals aside for the common good of the planet, as a whole. And so I'm looking at these as more of a beacon for all people to be motivated. That is how they became what they are.